Alrighty guys, this is snugsonblitz and I'm back on the video for you today. One of my subscribers sent me over a message saying, "Hey Snugs, I've played over 5k games. I'm about a 50% player, but people are downvoting me and I don't really get it. I think I'm contributing to the team. What's the deal?" Well, first of all, let me say that downvotes mean nothing. Get a ton of them. I do not care. I do not like green eggs and ham. It is what it is. I downvote people when I think they play poorly, but they just retaliate with downvotes because they don't like it. It just makes me laugh. That's not what the downvote system is for, I'm thinking, but okay, whatever. Anyway, I said, okay, look, send me over some replays of a few games, and I'll take a look, and I'll put together a video what I think you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. I figure that a lot of people watching this video may be in the 40% realm, so 42, 48, 47. Regardless of experience, if you're in the 40s, you have a lot to learn. So let's take a look at two of his games, what he does right and what he does wrong, in my opinion. You're free to disagree with me in the comments below. Okay, now looking at lineups, right off the bat, he's got a huge advantage. The lineup definitely favors his team. Yo, good. Defender, Mark 1, great. T-54, which he's driving, great. And a Smasher, all very, very strong tanks. Versus, a T-49 can be played very well. An AMX, a CD8, good tank destroyer, but he doesn't have any tank to really fear, except the T-49 getting behind him, or maybe I think they've got an SU if that gets behind him, but the T-49 is probably the bigger threat. Now, the Smasher's pushing in, and he decides to set up here. I think I would just stick with the Smasher, in my opinion. The Smasher is probably what they will target anyway, so you don't want to separate yourself too much from your teammates because you can get caught out alone. Anyway, he's moved in. He knows they're all over there, or most of them are, and easy shot here, boom. Okay, now he backs on up. Okay, coming out again, another shot, and this time he goes for the FCM. Nice bounce there. Nice shot in. The FCM is not the strongest tank at all. He's doing things okay right now, in my opinion. He can start pushing up. No need to really sit back, in my opinion. Yeah, just move on up. Yep, here we go. Oh, no, he's decided to sit back and wait. Okay, fair enough. Now, nice shot there. So far, so good. He's dished out 1200 damage, that's good, and he's also taken no damage in return. Things are great right now. However, now things start to go wrong because he's really focused on this T-49 and not really paying attention to what else is going on around him. In my opinion, you're zoomed in too much, you're a heavy tank, you're not a sniper, you need to be more aware of what's going on around you, and this is the problem. The Smasher's almost dead, and he pushes around here into the middle of the map. So he's going to go for the FCM, not the biggest threat at all. And now he's put himself between three tanks. FCM in front of him, which he goes for. Takes a little bit of damage, but now he's given his rear to a tank destroyer there, and the T-49. So yeah, absolutely a disastrous move there. Had he gone around the other side of the building, he would have had more cover. He wouldn't have put himself in a position where three tanks can hit him, especially the T-49. Getting behind an American tank is disastrous. So he did good damage, but yeah, that was a terrible, terrible mistake. Sorry, bud. Just calling it like I say. Anyway, the second game he has is in this tank, the Scent. And this, again, is one of the stronger Tier 8 medium tanks, if you know what you're doing. Key is going hull down. So, look at the lineups. Well, okay, he's playing ratings here. That means, and I took a look at the standings of both teams before they started, and they're pretty dang low. We're in the 2,000 realm. So I think one team was 2,100 and the other team was 1,800 or somewhere around there. I can't remember, but you can check that out. Just scroll back a bit. Okay, so he can definitely go over to the right-hand side and control this area if he so chooses. They don't have any real threats except the T-44. However, his tank mate there decides that he's going to go into town. Why? Who knows? You've got a scent on your team. Go with the scent and control the medium side. You'll have no problem dealing with them. So he makes the decision to snipe. Okay, I mean, I get it, because if you push up all by your lonesome, you can get charged and rushed and ripped apart. So, yeah, maybe not a bad decision. But he's zooming in, zooming in, zooming in. No, don't zoom in. There's nothing to see. Just wait. Zoom out. Just wait. Yeah. Zoom in when you have a chance. Yeah. Okay. Now he's going to go for these targets, but they're miles away. So, yeah, I don't really think there's any point right now. You don't know where 4 tanks are, and they do have a medium tank. So if the Smasher had been looking at him, he would be able to do some serious damage. The Scent is not a tank you want to play on flat ground. Now, surprise, surprise, the T-49 swung around. Thankfully, the T-49 is not the best player, but as you might be able to tell, unfortunately, buddy, subscriber, ciao ciao, you are not hull down. You are just giving free shots to your enemy tank. Thankfully, he's decided to turn his focus on another of your teammates, so yeah, he's getting absolutely free damage here. But he took some unnecessary damage. All you would need to do is go hull down. And again, now you're sitting out in the open here. T-29 misses by a mile, yikes. But, I mean, that's not when you want to be shooting unless you have to. When you get stuck out and there's nothing you can do, yeah, take the hit, sit out in the open. But if you can move, move. What he should have done is, I'm sure you guys are aware, is moved a little bit closer to the hill where only his turret is visible, and then giving himself an almost impenetrable target for the T-44 to shoot at all day long and never penetrate. So he's going to push in here against the T-29. Okay, all by his lonesome, no problem. But the T-29 doesn't know what he's doing. Now that was kind of hull down. He's just peeking on over, but now he peeks on a little bit. Okay, now that's hull down. But the T-29, when he had his tank turned to the rear, I mean, this is close to hull down, but you should be really closer to the hill and peeking over the hill. Yeah, this is out in the open. That's not hull down at all. So you're not using the ridge lines effectively, and T-29 is either a bot or a very, very poor player. Maybe he has Wi-Fi issues. I don't know, because he's just sitting there. He has also not chosen to go hull down. So we have 2 hull down tanks, neither tank going hull down. What can I say? Then it just depends who's the worst of the two in that kind of situation. T-29, by far the worst player. Okay, now my subscriber's done quite a lot of damage. That's great news. He's going in over here. Again, he's going on flat ground, so that's fine. Can he get this shot? Yes, so that was a nice shot there. And wisely done, because you can take out a target before you push on in. But yeah, look at this tank right here. Okay, he's gone. But I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about the T-26E4. Now this is a hull down beast, but he's just sitting there, flat ground, not moving. Yeah, bot. I don't know. What can I say? So a ton of free damage here to be had for my subscriber. To be brutally honest, watching this gameplay was painful for me. Why? Well, because there was no teamwork. There was no hull down. It was quite obvious that nobody really knew what they were doing. And the T-29 on the enemy team and the T-26E4 seemed to be either bots or guys who had just got their first tier 7 tank or tier 8 tank. It was, ugh. But not everybody can be a super pro, a pro, or a very good player. And remember, all of us were noobs once. Thankfully, he's watching my channel. Hopefully he's picking up some tips. If you have some suggestions, let my subscriber know in the comments below. But guys, be kind. We can all learn from our mistakes. I know I do. And I'm just pointing out what I see. You know, maybe you don't agree with me. That's cool. I'll see you tomorrow. Snugs on Blitz, out.